Everyone feels anxious from time to time. It's a normal feeling. Many people feel nervous when conflict comes up with work, before a big exam, or when making an important decision. Anxiety disorders are different though. In this documentary about anxiety, you will learn about ways to help fix anxiety disorders, why anxiety exists or why it is a problem, and why it is way much more than fear. Some ways to help fix anxiety are treatment and medication. Exercise is great treatment for anxiety because just 30 minutes of physical activity a day relieves anxiety by flooding your bloodstream with feel-good hormones. And on top of that, exercising helps you sleep better. Some medications you can take for anxiety are Xanax and Klonopin. Xanax is used to treat anxiety disorders, panic disorders, and anxiety caused by depression. It affects the chemicals in the brain that may be unbalanced in people who have anxiety. Klonopin, also known as clonazepam, is used to treat seizure disorders and panic disorders. Klonopin works the same way that Xanax works. Now, onto why it exists or why it's a problem. The exact cause of anxiety disorders is unknown, but as scientists continue to find out more, it is becoming certain that these disorders are caused by environmental stress and changes in the brain. Now, some people may say anxiety is just fear, shyness, or awkwardness, but in fact, anxiety disorders can cause distress that inhibit with your capability to lead a regular life. On top of that, some symptoms of anxiety are the feeling of panic, the feeling of fear, the feeling of uneasiness, problems with sleeping like insomnia, shortness of breath, and not being able to be still and calm. Some types of anxiety are panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and there are also specific phobias. Panic disorder. People with this condition have feelings of terror that strike suddenly and repeatedly with no warning. Social anxiety disorder, also called social phobia. This involves overwhelming worry and self-consciousness about everyday social situations. The worry often centers on fear of being judged by others or behaving in a way that might cause embarrassment. Generalized anxiety disorder. This is excessive, unrealistic worry and tension that even if there is nothing to cause the anxiety. Specific phobias. Individuals with specific phobias are fearful, anxious, or avoidant of certain things or people.
How long have you had anxiety?
Oh, probably since I was a little boy, since I was 8 or 9, that I remember.
All right. Um, do you go through therapy or do you take medication to help you with your anxiety?
Both.
Both. All right. Um, do any of your parents have anxiety?
I think my father did, but it was not diagnosed.
All right. All right. Um, how does anxiety affect your everyday life?
Um, how does it affect my everyday life? It affects my everyday life. It can make you feel like uncomfortable or worried, or you can't concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like you can't relax because you feel like should be doing something else. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Are you recording it? Okay.
what is one reason you think anxiety is an important issue?
Well, it's my important issue because it can lead to anger outbursts, or it could lead to illness, bad health.
Mm-hmm.
It can lead me just to being unpleasant with people that are around me.
Mm-hmm. What is one thing your anxiety makes you do? Like you tap your foot, like when you're
Shake
told
my
to say,
leg,
yeah.
kick my lips.
Mhm.
Um,
Um.
I have insomnia.
Found it. um. What do you think caused your anxiety?
I don't know if it's my brain chemistry or not.
Asking that.
But I know it was in the beginning. It was a bit worried that, and I think it was also connected to my diabetes
Mm-hmm.
because diabetes can, with your low blood sugar, can create the feelings of anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and then also wanting to please my mother made me very anxious, and so I just sort of became an anxious person.
How do you think your life would be without anxiety?
Calmer.
What is one thing anxiety makes you feel?
Sad sometimes. Sometimes sad. Sometimes worried.
Can it be hard to talk to people because of your anxiety?
It can be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a job where I have to talk to people though, so I have to sort of get over that initial anxiety. So, but it's maybe can be difficult to confront people or be if there's some kind of an issue that needs to be settled. That can make it really hard. The anxiety.
Anxiety affects 25% of teenagers and 18% of people 18 and older in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
How does this make you feel?
But I'm not alone. That there are other people that have the same problem I have.
Is anxiety just fear, or is it more than that?
It's more than that, I think.
Right?
It includes a component of worry or fear, but it also can lead to anger. It can lead to just kind of shutting down, less the kind of avoidance. So that even if you're not quite feeling afraid, you're still avoiding important situations and jobs or tasks that you need to complete.
All right, that's it.